Can you find the area of this triangle? Well, hopefully your math skills are strong enough to figure this out, but let's take a look at the problem. So we have a right triangle, and this angle right here is 17 degrees, and this side right here is 12. And again, we want to find the area of this triangle. Now, if you want to pause the video and put your answer into the comment section, that is fantastic. But let's take a closer look at what's going on with this problem. Now, before we can solve this, we need to understand that we are dealing with an area question, right? So we're trying to find the area of this triangle. So with that in mind, we need to think about, well, how do we find the area of basic figures like triangles, circles, squares, and rectangles? Well, we need to know a formula, or the formula to find the area of a triangle. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is the formula to find the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. So in this case, this is our base and this is our height. So we need the base and the height in order to find the area. Now, if we look at our problem, all we have is this side of the triangle right here and this angle. So we don't have the base or the height. So we're going to have to do some things here in order to get this information, because if we don't have the base and the height, well, we're not going to be able to figure this out. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and start solving for both the height and the base of this triangle. So the first thing that we'll do here is find the height of the triangle. Now you can see here I have it labeled as side O, and this side right here is A. So what am I talking about here? Well, what we're talking about is basic trigonometry. So I'll explain all of this in just one second. But anytime you have a triangle and we're thinking about trigonometry, and in this case we have a right triangle, we're going to be using the letters O, A, and H. So what does this mean? Well, when we're looking at a particular angle in a triangle, the side that is opposite of that angle is this side right here. Right? So this leg of the triangle is opposite of this angle. So this is side O. Now I'll explain why we need to understand O, A, and H here in just one second. But let's go ahead and continue to label the sides of this triangle. Now this side of the triangle is side A. This is the adjacent side, or the side that is next to this angle. Alright, so the side of the triangle that is next to or forming the angle is called the adjacent side. Now the longest side of a right triangle is called the hypotenuse, and we'll label that with H. Okay, so we have O, A, and H, and we need these sides because we're going to need to use some trigonometry to figure this out, because all we have here is one side of the triangle and one angle. So we're forced to use either sine, cosine, or tangent to figure out our missing sides. Okay, so we're just going to focus in on the height here. Now, if you're not familiar with basic trigonometry, this is not that difficult. And what we're talking about here is things called trigonometric functions, trigonometric ratios or functions. But basically, all we're doing is comparing two sides of a right triangle. All right, so we have this saying right here. It's so ka toa. Right? So if you'd ever learned trigonometry, this is a useful saying, so ka toa. And the SOH here means sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse, right? So the sine of an angle, so this angle right here is 17 degrees. So the sine of this angle is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So the sine of this angle is equal to this side divided by the hypotenuse, which of course is 12. All right, so this is going to help us solve for the height of the triangle, or side O. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this works. So sine of 17 degrees is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. And by the way, ka here, C-A-H, stands for cosine is equal to adjacent over the hypotenuse, and toa stands for tangent is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So depending on what information you have in your right triangle, you can either use the sine, cosine, or tangent to solve for a missing side. Okay, so again, the sine of 17 degrees is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Now we do have the hypotenuse, that is 12 units. So we'll go ahead and put that there. And what we need is this side or side O. Alright, so here is the basic mathematics that we need to figure out what side O is equal to. So sine of 17 degrees is equal to O divided by 12. So we could just create a simple proportion here by putting this over 1 and then using the cross product. So 1 times O is simply O, or the opposite side. It's this side right here. It's just a variable. And then we have 12 times sine of 17 degrees. We can write that right there. Okay, so 12 times sine 17 degrees. You could just go into your calculator and hit that sine function, that SIN button, and type in 17, get that answer, multiply it by 12. And when you do that, you get your answer here, 3.508. Okay, so that answer right here, 3.508, is this length. It's the side that's opposite of this angle, and it's approximately 3.508. Okay, so that takes care of this part of the problem, and now what we need to do is solve for the adjacent side, and we'll have all the information we need to find the area of this triangle. Okay, so next we're going to find the adjacent side of this triangle. Now we have a few options here. We could use trigonometry to figure out this side, but because we have a right triangle and we know two sides of this right triangle, we can easily solve for the third side using this thing right here, which is called the Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, so this is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and anytime you see a right triangle, you want to remember the Pythagorean Theorem. Alright, so basically this is how it works. So again, this only applies to right triangles. Anytime you see this little box in the corner, that indicates that this angle is 90 degrees. And the main thing that you need to remember here is that side C is always the hypotenuse. It's always the side that is the longest in the triangle, and it's opposite of the right angle. And these two other sides, the shortest and medium side, can either be side A or B. It doesn't make a difference as long as you have side C labeled as the hypotenuse. Okay, so here we have the hypotenuse and we have another side. We'll call this, let's say, side B. Okay, so let's solve for side A, and we're just talking about basic algebra here. And this is going to set up a simple quadratic equation. So let's plug in our information into the Pythagorean Theorem and solve for A. Okay, so B, we'll label side B as this side right here. That would be 3.508. So B squared is going to be 3.508 squared. Now we don't know what A is, so we'll label that as A squared. Alright, so this is going to be the sum of the squares of the shorter sides. That's going to be equal to the square of the hypotenuse, which of course is going to be 12 squared. Alright, so all we have to do now is figure out what A is. So let's go ahead and solve this equation. So A squared plus 3.508 squared, this is going to be about 12.306. 12 squared is 144. So we'll subtract 12.306 from both sides of the equation. We get about 131.694. Okay, so A squared is equal to this number. So to solve for A, all we have to do is take the square root of both sides. So A is going to be equal to approximately 11.475. Okay, so this takes care of this part of the problem. So now we have all sides of the triangle. So finally we're ready to find the area of this triangle. Okay, so let's put this all together and get the area to this triangle. So now that we have the base here and the height, all we need to do is use the formula for the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So that'll be 1/2 times the base, which of course is about 11.475 times the height, which is about 3.508. So we'll do all this number crunching here and we'll get approximately 20.127. Now you can see here I have units squared. You always want to be mindful that area is measured in units squared. So for example, if the sides of our triangle here was like in centimeters, our final answer would be centimeters squared. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next math video.